Hi guys, how are you? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. How you doing, East Africa? Okay, I have people watching from East Africa, and then I have people watching from my page on Facebook, and I have people watching from my other YouTube channel, mjulena256. Hi everyone. Nasemaje. So many people are doing stories about Konde Boy in different angles, and there's no way I cannot do him or do a story about him. So that's basically why we are here. And Happy New Year, by the way, guys. Happy New Year. What are your plans for this year? I know last year we made plans and then somehow Corona happened and most of our plans just went to the waste. But the fact that we are living is enough reason to just say Happy New Year and to say have plans for this particular one, 2021. If you're watching from Facebook, thank you so very much. I can't see you this side of YouTube, but I'll go back later to Facebook and see. And if you're watching from my other channel, also thank you. I'm waiting for the East African social viewers to first come online. Before we get into our story, now, I just checking how you doing. Happy New Year and Happy New Uganda under Chagulanyi. That's my brother Sudiri Issa, who is so in love with Chagulanyi. Well, by the way, East Africa, Uganda is supposed to have elections on the 14th day of January, and today is the second day of Jan. So we basically have 13 or 12 days to go. We still have the whole corona situation going on, but politics is politics. They insist that we have to vote come the 14th day of Jan. And also, like last week, the clergy in Uganda, they kind of had a conversation asking government to postpone the elections for the next 3 years because of Corona, because of the ruckus that happened in Uganda on the 18th day of November and the 19th day of November, which was actually very, very bad. I was actually thrown in the middle of that whole ruckus that happened in November on the 18th day, and I wouldn't want anyone to be in the situation that I was in or the situation that happens that day. Uganda lost over 54 people in a joking manner, like jokingly like that. And it's not like the people who died were part of the rioters. There were people seated in taxis, someone at home taking porridge, a child coming back from school. It was crazy, yo. So because of everything that happened on that day, the 18th and 19th of November, everything that happened, that's why the clergy is like, let's try and postpone the elections. And I would agree with them. Like, who would want to have elections with such political unrest? Like, we have already seen what's going on. Why would we want to have elections? But somehow people think that the clergy is working with the president, who is the incumbent right now, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I hear he doesn't want to leave power. So that's what just people think. Anyway, politics aside, let's get into the Diamond and Harmonize story. But yeah, I still insist on wishing you a happy new year, guys. Happy new year. You can share some of your resolutions or your goals come 2021 in the comment section. Oh my God. East Africa, no internet. I'm sure Tanzania and Kenya have the best internet bundles, better than even Uganda, and their internet is not as expensive. So, okay, as we wait for them to come here, the people on Facebook can't wait any longer, and my channel mjulena256 can't wait any longer. So let's just get into the story already. Have you seen the Konde Boy stories that are trending? Well, he has come down, and men usually have egos. He's just let go of that ego, and he has decided to wish Diamond a happy new year, and also to really, really, really assure him that, hey, guy, my man, you're a legend. You are big. You are huge. I respect you. There is nobody like you. You know what happens when you've just left a music what is it called? A label. Now, like WCB, the Wasafi Classic Baby. Most times when these guys leave the group, they go on ranting and saying all the hopeless things. But there's something that I've always loved with Harmonize. From day one, when he left this group, it was very, very hard for him to do the songs that he did while at WCB. And it was very hard for him to use the name Harmonize, which he bathed when he was at WCB. Plus, it was very, very hard for him um, to to have a relationship with the boss. But even when all that was happening, he never at any one time abused Diamond. Like he didn't say any harsh things to him or degrade him or make him feel like he's wrong for all the people who have left, or even make him feel like he treated them in a certain type of way. He has been respectful. I wish Ugandan artists can also copy that. When you have a record label, it does not mean that you have to attack your former manager or your former record label. We should learn, pick a leaf or two from Conde Boy. He did something very, very amazing. Well, yesterday he took onto his social media to write this particular post about his boss, that is former boss actually, that is Diamond Platinum. He said in his message, he says, speaking this from the bottom of my heart, I love you, bro. It's a new year, 2021. Thank you for changing my life. Peke uliona dhahabu kwenyini michungo na giza jinji sana. Leo hii Afrika mzima, special East African wanajivunia upeo wangu. This love is forever. My brother, everything I have done, it's just to make you proud. Don't get me wrong. Kachini, oh, there's so much Swahili in his post, but yeah, you're the legend one. Stay cool, Konde Boy, and all Konde Gang team. We love you. Happy New Year, Chibu Dangote. It's amazing. We can't just leave that there. I'm just surprised that someone could have left a group and there are so many other people to wish a happy new year, but for some reason he decided to wish his former boss. Like he didn't say nothing about his family, his parents, his mom, his dad, his brothers, his best friend. He ignored all that. He didn't say nothing about the Condo Boys in the new team or his record label, but he just picked out to say, let me write this about my former boss, Diamond Planner. I think that's a bit different and very, very rare and unique. He made sure he gives a straight up message on his social medias. Now, if you don't know who exactly Harmonize is, let me just give you a little biography about Harmonize. Rajabu Abdal Kahali, he was born on the 5th day of March in 1990, also known as Konde Boy Jeshi Tembo Mpuge. Konde Mabeyo is a Tanzanian musician, a songwriter, and a dancer who goes by the stage name Harmonize. Now, he records music for his own label, Konde Music Worldwide, which he actually formed very recently after getting out of the Wasafi Classic Baby. He records music for his own label. He's well known for his hit song Kwangaro, featuring Diamond Platnumz. He also featured Rich Mavoko on his song Show Me. He was included in the MTV Bases Ones to Watch for 2017 in Africa. Yeah, that's just about it. His origin is still Mwatari, Tanzania. The type of music he does is bongo flavor, or what you can call Afro pop. The only job he has done in life is singing. He plays some instruments as well, like the piano, the guitar, drums, and he has quite good vocals. The labels he has worked with, WCB, then Konde Music Worldwide. He has also associated with Bill Nas, with Diamond Platnumz, with Eddie Kenzo in Uganda, with Burna Boy, Nigeria, John Frog, Yemi Alade, Pepsi J, Morgan Heritage, Nandi Rayvanny, Lady JD, and of course recently Uganda's Spice Diana. He has quite a bio there. And I don't know whether I mentioned, but he has been active since 2011 until now. So he's been here for 10 years, more than 10 years. And he was born on the 15th day of March 1990. That's a little biography about um, about Harmonize there. Now, before Harmonize left WCB, why it's really, really amazing and why it feels like he's missing WCB or wants to go back. Before he could start doing the songs he did in WCB, he has to part with over 50 million. He had to pay Diamond Platnumz or Wasafi Baby uh, 50 million. Yes, that is Ugandan shillings and Tanzanian shillings, around 50 million to continue doing his music, which everyone thought was kind of rude just by the fact that when he was in WCB, he was not working for free. Every time he had concerts or he had shows, they literally used to like uh, uh, share the money with Diamond Platnumz. So we were like, oh, Diamond, how would you be so rude? Like, why would you tell someone who just left your label and they were already making money for you? Why would you make them pay? Of course, some people came up there and accused the ladies that Diamond Platnumz has dated. At that time, was it Zari? I think at that time it was Zari. So some people I thought maybe it was Zari who had told Daman to ask for this kind of money from Harmonize. But nah, it was not like that. These are just things that Daman Planam likes to secure. When he gives you a contract, the minute you end up you end up in his label, WCB, you're going to sign a contract. So most of the time you're not known and you really want to make the money and you want to really be famous. So you sign without really understanding what is in the contract. But this particular story really, really, really is that it was in the contract, though Harmonize kind of was not very much aware. That's why he does not make noise, or he didn't make any noise after leaving WCB. He decided to pay the money, decided to pay for the name they had given him, and decided to pay for his music so that he can perform it on other platforms. Yeah, so that's just about it. So when you see the message that he sent Diamond, you could think maybe he's missing the label, or he actually wants to go back. Now, a biography about Diamond Platnumz, I don't have to. Like everybody knows, this is like the hugest East African artist that we have right now. Not beating only East Africa, but the whole of East Africa and Nigeria and even Hollywood. Yeah, he's done songs with Alicia Keys recently. So Diamond is that name that I don't even have to remind you of. But the most interesting things that I love talking about at the East African social television is that he is the king of East Africa. Like he's the Abraham, not only musically, but also lady-wise. Yay! David has been around, guys. He's dated quite a number of very beautiful, lazy women. For example, Zari. I know the Zari fans are going to attack me and say, lazy Zari is not lazy. Well, she may not be lazy, but she got lucky. Like, she got lucky by meeting this guy who just married her without any, I don't know, I don't want to say worth. She was worth because she's beautiful, but like she was just lucky getting a rich man. So Diamond has been with Zari from Uganda, and of course been with Tanasha Donna from Kenya. This is why we call him Father Abraham and King of East Africa, or King of the East. He has been all over the whole of East Africa. Tanasha, and then of course there was Wema, and Wema Sepetu, who is still not yet over that breakup from Tanzania, and another Tanzanian, can I say I don't want to be so rude. Okay, side chick, yeah, side chick. That would be Hamisa. Speaking about Hamisa, she's made some very good money this last year. Like she's really, really done the most ever since dating a star. She started a cloth line for her and her babies, and she's been designing so many celebrities. She's started doing music as well. She was a video vixen in all the biggest artist songs in Tanzania, and she has traveled the world. Lately, everything she does on her Snapchat is I'm in Turkey, I'm in Dubai, I'm in China, I'm in Japan. Hey, this girl, she's serious. She knows what she wants. I think that's why all her baby daddies are like very rich guys, like really, really rich. The first daughter has a very rich dad, and then the second one, Dylan, Diamond Planner, one of the richest guys that we have. Well, Diamond has also been around, has had also other romancers that are not even known of, but for East Africa, all his baby mamas are out there and they're known. On the other hand, I think Harmonize didn't learn anything very sexual from WCB. As all I know, he has dated two ladies, two girls. There is she's called Wolpa, that is like the ex, and then they broke up, and then he decided to get married to one, Sarah. Yeah. Beautiful Sarah. I'm meant to understand they're not together anymore. That's why the rumor on the street is that Conde Boy is trying to go back to WCB because the girl who used to sponsor all his music career, that is Sarah, they broke up. Like they are no longer together. Sarah says Conde Boy cheated. But how do you cheat on a girl or a man who is giving you everything? Like, if someone really was giving you everything, think about your life without them. I'm sure if you thought about your life without them, you would just I mean, you would just leave whatever temptation you had, fly or go. Like, if my person gives me everything and then I'm thinking I cheat because of these emotions I have with another person, so what if my person who is giving me everything goes and then I have to end up hustling with the other person I have feelings for? No, 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 no. Be wise, guys. Don't you cheat on someone unless you really, 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 really meet better. Like, it has to be someone who is better 10 out of 10, not better at just one thing. So we are meant to understand Sarah broke up with Conde Boy because he was cheating, and that's why he is trying to get back to WCB. What have you had? You can also let me know of what exactly you've had out there in the comment section. But that is the story that is trending. Me, on the other hand, I really feel like he's a good guy. He was, I think, brought up right. Like, I really don't care if I'm going to work with this person or again, or I'm not going to work with them. Just acknowledge. It's always good to just acknowledge someone who has helped you to be where you are, to get better, or to even start. So maybe Kondo Boy is just being the good mommy's boy that he has always been. And oh my God, Diamond Platnumz's daddy, Diamond Platnumz and his dad are not like gangos. Like, they are not cool. They are not close because apparently Diamond Platnumz, the mother, brought him up single-handedly. Like, when the mom conceived,